Hello and welcome to Creative Design and Supply. Today I want to show you, everyone loves puff. Puff is the new thing. And if you don't know it, we have the most puff around in any vinyl place. Because let me show you. We have 59 solid colors in puff, and then also let me show you in our printed pattern vinyl we have thousands and thousands of designs. So this pattern right here you can choose from us in printed pattern vinyl. This is another one. All right, this is our vinyl with glitter, and this is the knockout method. But I have seen a lot of people use flock and then they would layer on top without doing the knockout. So I want to try that. And my first one that I wanted to do is I want to take this metallic FashionFlex puff. This is specialty materials. It already looks like it's sewn in. Okay, you can go and see the video on this, and this is heat rhinestones. So look at that. And the fact that our StripFlock Pro, Siser StripFlock Pro, you can layer on top of itself. You can make it the base or you can make it the top, and you can layer it up to 3 times, do believe. So with that being said, I've done a few things with metallic Siser's electric, and I've put electric down first, then put StripFlock Pro, vice versa. Washed it, love it, love it, love it. So I am going to do a few different materials in this. I'm going to do the metallic, and I'm also going to do, those are the patterns. I'm going to do one of our famous, this is our brand. We had this manufactured for us. This is our ColorSplash Lava Glow, and it's in yellow, green, white, and red. This is a very popular item. On this, like I said, I'm going to do a few different ones. I'm actually going to do our metallic. This is our ColorSplash Lava Puff. I'm going to do that one also. And this is one that I did to make it look like those letters. And I actually burned it. Let's see if you can see. Okay, and like I said, you can see a video on this. All right, and this is with glitter, and this is the knockout method, so it's not on top of the glitter, of course. But I want to do something like this, but I'm not going to burn it. Okay, so I have turned the lights off, that way you can see on Siser, and we are going to go ahead, and I have put love down here. And we are going to give it an offset, and then I'm just going to cut that separate. So I'm going to show you. So I have love, and it's about 6.8. Let's go ahead and move it up just a little bit. All right. And now I'm going to go down here to build contours. And okay. And we are not going to print and cut. We are only going to cut. All right. And so I am going to include holes. And I want to go ahead and we are going to all right, I'm going to give it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. All right. And now I'm going to move that up there. So now I have both of these, how I want to go ahead and filter those. So I'm going to put this one up here, and we are going to cut this out with the flock, and then we are going to cut our vinyl with that one. All right. So now let me turn on the lights. Okay. So now that I have you on here, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. Let's see, 1, 2. So I'm going to go ahead and use 3 different materials of puff. I'm going to use our ColorSplash Lava Puff, the one that I burnt and wrinkled. I'm also going to use the metallic red FashionFlex puff, and I'm going to use Siser's Easy Puff just to see, because the StripFlock Pro is a Siser product, and I just want to check it out. And we are going to do wash results, and it's going to be several wash results. So I am going to duplicate this right here, and so I'm just going down here, and I'm doing the edit, and then copy, and add a copy. All right, so now I have 3 of them, and I'm going to move those over. I am going to test, but I'm going to move. I have learned that if I take everything and if I go ahead and test over here, that way, because I'm used to everything, once you do it, you have to move it over. Well, whenever I moved it over the first time I ever did anything, it moves the whole thing. So I have taught myself to come over and to test right over here or somewhere else in a particular place. All right, so now that I have those, and I'm just going to go up here to Send Design, and I'm going to go ahead and use a matte. All artwork on this page, sorry. All right, and then I'm going to go to Send. Okay, so now it does my weed box for me, and I need to go ahead and click mirror. All right, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to put this on my mat. All right, and you can get a 12 by 12 of StripFlock Pro from us for $4, and we have more than 9 colors. You can see on our website, and like I said, I will link this below. Okay, so now that I have this over here and I have it on my mat, I'm just going to line it up with the grid right here. I want to make sure that that piece is down, and I'm just going to, as you see, I'm going to go right over here . Okay, and now it is loaded with all of Siser's products. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to cut settings. Everything is preloaded. Flock Pro is in other. So I'm just going to test that right there, and we are going to load, and it's showing the speed and the force and the so we are just going to go ahead and let it do its thing. I'm trying to watch for the glares. So now what I like to do, and the fact that I don't have to shoot this back out, is the fact that it weeded out perfectly. I don't feel a lot of the cut on it, and you want to make sure that you don't feel right there. Okay, so I believe that that's perfect. So we are going to load this. Okay, so now that that's done, I have my heat press at 310. And StripFlock Pro is pressed at 310 for 15 seconds. Now, mind you, we are going to be layering on top of it, so I don't want to overheat the vinyl. So I'm going to take that half, and I'm going to do around 7 to 8 seconds. Just so I don't burn it. And I will tell you, this carrier is peeled warm. So people ask me what's the difference in peeling warm and hot. So warm is about 10 seconds after you disengage your press or lift it up. That way it has a chance to cool, but not too much. So I give about 10 seconds if it's a warm peel. So let's get into this. Okay, so I'm going to weed this out, and I am going to show you, we are going to go ahead and I'm going to press all of these on the shirt because the temperature is going to be lowered for the puff. And I'm just going to go ahead and put those on there. And then we will cut the rest. Okay, so I see something that kind of, let's see if you can see, you can kind of see how the wheel pressed it down a little bit, so it moved it over a little bit whenever it cut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these with an X-Acto knife where they look, because it's going to be an offset. And I will be right back. You see how that one right there? All right, I think it could have slowed down some too. It was a little too fast. All right. Okay, so for this video purposes, oh, I could trim that one up a little bit. I started to cut that out a little bit more, but I didn't want to mess it up. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And because we're going to do wash results and everything, I don't want that to, if it's not laying on the shirt and it starts to come off. So we are just going to leave it like this. I'm going to go ahead and press all 3 of these on the shirt. We are going to cut our puff. All right. So, and the first one that I am going to do is I'm going to do our lava puff. And then I'm going to do the easy puff along with, I'm going to make the lava puff, the metallic last because it's pressed at 275. All right, so let's go ahead and we are going to get in here. So now I'm going to move it down here. I'm going to go to send design and I'm going to send where it is. Now I'm going to go over here. It does mirror. I'm going to do an auto weed box. It's one of my favorites. You just click it and set it and go on about your time. Okay, so now I have it loaded. I went ahead because it did not have puff loaded in. So I'm going to go ahead and use Easy Weed, and I bumped up the force. So let's go ahead and test. I cannot tell you how grateful I am that I don't have to shoot this back out, and I want to perfect cut. All right, so now I'm going to scoop that back, and I am just going to press send to cutter. Love that weed box. Can't tell you how much. Wonderful. All right. And someone asked me, I showed in my last video, if you work with pieces that are 12 by 20, I'm going to show you a little easy way. So I'm going to, I just close this for just a second. the lever back here, I'm going to push it down to disengage, open this up. Because if you're new to cutting at all, you're going to wonder how. So I'm just getting this up underneath there. There we go. So, whoops, I was looking at that roll. All right. So I'm just going to put that right there. You have a little edge that you can put that on. And you can go all the way up if you want and then engage it. I'm trying to get it to, there we go. All right. Okay, now I have it right there, and I am just going to press send to cutter. All right. So now I have that one right here. You can see the metallic look on it. All right, and then we are going to use Siser's Easy Puff. This is a red also, but I do want to say that whenever you purchase anything from us, our tags are on the back side to where you put those face down. Unfortunately, with Siser Easy Puff, you have to take this off, and this is the side you cut on, because this will not stay on it. And I'm just going to leave this with the same setting that I did and go ahead and cut this out, because this is not as thick as the metallic puff. Whoop. I think mine has another gear to it. All right, and I am just going to send that one to cutter. Okay, so I have all of these cut out, and at first I was like, oh, these are going to be hard to, but they're not, because one is metal and one is not. So you will be able to clearly see the difference in those. All right, and like I said, we are going to go ahead and press the metal last because it's at 275. All right, and then let's move us over to the heat press. Okay, so I was going to use 3 different shirts, but like I said, I went ahead and put those on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press one at a time and move the shirt up. So now here we have this is our ColorSplash Lava Puff Gold. All right. And I'm going to press this one at 302 for 12 seconds. All right. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. How pretty and dimensional that is. All right. So now we are going to push this one down. All right. And we are going to lower our press. And we are going to do the Easy Puff at 280 for 8 to 10 seconds. All right. Okay, guys, I'm still waiting for my heat press to lower, but look at this. I'm hoping that this works, because in all reality, you're not supposed to layer puff on top of anything. If you do, you want to do the knockout method, but I've found that sometimes I don't get the puff that I need. Let me get another shirt and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so here you can see this is our Lava Puff Glow, and I did the knockout method with Siser glitter, because this is not a good foundation to even try to layer on. You're not supposed to layer on glitter, but I think the fact it puffed in the middle, it wasn't able to puff on the edges. So I still like it though. It still gives dimension. It just did not have nowhere to go on the edges, especially like on the tee and stuff. You can see how it wanted to, and then it had nowhere else to go. And you can see this video also. But guys, I am in love with how that looks. I cannot wait to see how the other ones turn out. And like I said, I am going to wash this several times and dry it. But here's the deal. When you dry stuff like this, you want to turn it inside out. That way it kind of protects it from the elements. But I am going to wash and dry this several times. I like to show a lot of wash results on TikTok. I will do shorts and go ahead and do videos on these two. But I'm just at all at that. All right, so now our temperature is down to 280, and I'm going to go ahead and press the next one, and that is going to be the Siser Puff. Easy Puff, because it's at 280 for 8 to 10 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and give it 10. And there is a little key on that. Whenever you press puff, you want to make sure and look at the color too, because your lighter colors will burn faster. That's just a little tip that I have found. And let's get into this. Okay, so just to show you, I have them all stacked down here. I'm just going to move this one all the way off of, that way it does not hinder this. All right, and we are going to go ahead and press this now. This is Siser's Easy Puff. And you can give it a little effect like that. No, let's go ahead and give it a chance to puff all the way up. All right, so like I said, I'm at 280 for 10 seconds. All right. Okay, and Siser will tell you too that you do not want to repress this, because you will flatten it. The chemical reaction in this makes it more of a solid state, so you want to leave it just like that. And look at how cute. Now that is a totally different texture because it's shiny. All right, and now I am going to lower my press one more time down to 275, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, last but not least, this is your metallic FashionFlex puff. All right, that will be cool too if I was to do it like that. But I want them all to be the same, so that way they're all on the material, because I'm going to wash the mess out of these. All right, and this is going to be at 275 for 12 seconds. All right. Let's see. Oh, wow. I love this texture on here. Okay, and I will tell you, look at how neat that looks. Let me get y'all in the light. Okay, here's a look at them one more time. That one looks beautiful. So in the comments, please tell me which one you like the best. I love them all. All right, and then look for the wash results. If you don't follow on for wash care important information, you always want to wait 24 hours before first wash, and you want to wash them on cold with mild detergent, and you want to dry on a low setting. I'm not going to dry on a low setting. I am just going to dry as normal. Of course, you're not going to bleach. And here's the thing, you do not want to use liquid fabric softener, because it gets inside your fabric and holds on, and so it kind of deteriorates that bond that you have on the fabric. So I won't be doing any of those, and your best is to wash inside out. So I will do a before and after picture of all of these, so that way you can see whenever I wash. And I'm going to wash a few times. I'll give a result after my first or second wash, and then I will take it home for the weekend and wash it with everything that I have. And see how that goes. All right, comment below and tell me if there's something else that you would like to see, or tell me which one of these do you like. All right, and I will list these all, the description. It'll be 1, 2, and 3. All right, thanks. Have a great day.